So it's currently 6:20 a.m. and we're about to leave the house going to Shai Hills. Wish us luck. So my brother and I were vibing in the car, and a few minutes after we had gotten to Afina, there was a motor rider that came from behind me, and he smashed my side view mirror, bang. And it wasn't like I wasn't in my lane. I was in my lane, and there was no car coming from the other lane, so it didn't make any sense. And after that coward of a man couldn't even face me, and immediately he sped off like the coward that he is. But God being so good, we were able to find some mechanics who used glue to patch it up for us, so we could actually use it till we got to our destination because it was hanging. So thank God for that. So after that, we were back on the road. So as for that motor rider, wherever he is saying, I leave him to God. We will steal our joy this morning. Let's go. We are finally here, and I made my way to the reception to make some payments for our tour. William was our tour guide for the day, very smart guy by the way, so he took us through a bit of the park history and what to expect. So we decided to go for the 3-hour tour, which included climbing up 2 mountains as well as an animal park with only 2 animals, of course, and we got to see the museum as well. So come with us.
We have about 175 bird species where people also come for bird watching. And in the park we have about 403 vascular plant species that serve medicinal purpose. So when we go to the top of the hill, we get to see a lot of them.
So while I was driving, he gave us a lot of history about the place, but I'm not going to bore you with all those details. I'll just tell you bits and pieces. So he told us about the Mogo Hill, and he made us aware that young women were camped on the hills to prepare them for puberty rites, which is also known as Dipo. They were camped for about roughly 6 months, and then they were trained on how to cook and care for themselves. So at this juncture, we're getting ready to climb the hill. This is actually steep, but climbing wasn't so difficult like I thought it would be. Well, for now. So at this point, we came across another path where we had to climb with the rope, and this was even much more steep than the first one, but we were able to climb it.
Yeah.
Finally made it. So we're at the top of the mountain. No, not the mountain, the hill. The view was everything. It was so calm, it was so peaceful, it was so breathtaking. Like, you need to see this for yourself. It was worth the climb, trust me. This is one side of the hill, so he took us to the other side of the hill, and over there you get to see the spots on the ground where they were grinding their food, and you also get to see where they were sleeping in the cave. Like, it's really amazing. So let's go, come with me. plants. I'm sure you've already noticed those round stuff on the ground, right? Those round spots on the ground. So that is where they used to grind their food on the ground with a stone. So at this side of the hill, we got to see this enormous, like it's so huge, enormous baobab tree that actually stores water in its trunk. So when you cut open the tree, there's water inside. Not like it's gushing out, but there's water inside, and that's what they were depending on for water. So this cave was actually their bedroom. This is where they were sleeping whilst during the training. And it actually goes all the way in to the right. But I had this funny smell. So I couldn't go in because there's been animals, birds actually sleeping in there. So we couldn't go in. So yeah, he went down and dusted. We made our way to the car and we're ready to go to the second hill. And that hill actually has very awkward formation, so climbing it was difficult. But let's go. We can't give up now. So we are finally here at the second hill, which is called the Sayo Cave. It's the ancestral home of Kodiabe. So over here we get to see this cave, which is a bit dark, and it was used as a courtroom or a palace where the chief sat and spoke with his subjects. So back then, entering this side was sacred. So you'd have to put a leaf in your mouth and then walk backwards to enter the cave. But it's not done anymore. We just did it to pay our respect to the gods. This is the cave, and that's the exact spot where the chief was sitting to address his people. So the people were seated on this side, yeah, this side of the cave. So back in the day, this staircase wasn't there. It was actually made for tourists, just so we could go view what was up there. So they were getting to the top with ropes. So like I said initially, the rock formation over here was very awkward, so it was so difficult getting to the top. So yeah, this is us finally at the top, and the views from here are they're not given like at the other side, at the other hill, but yeah, this is how it looks. So after we made our way down the stairs and we came down the hill and left to go see the museum because there was nothing else left to see here. But climbing this hill was so tough, it was so tedious. I don't think I'll be back to this hill. We are here at the Museum of Natural and Cultural Heritage at Shai Hills. And over here, we got to see animal skin, we got to see animal bones, we got to see animals that have been preserved. And then we also got to see some bowls that were used by the people who resided here. We got to see some artifacts they used in fighting. And we also got to see how they made beads.
So you grind the bottles into it powdered form. The sizes that you want, you pour them here, whether small or big. Pour them here under a temperature of 800 degrees centigrade. You wait for it to get dry, you polish, you paint, and then you put in the roll and then the thread, and you make your beads. Bye.
At this point, we came to see the animals. This is the ostrich. I think it's the female ostrich, yeah. And then we also got to see some zebras. Those ones are actually cute. And then we also got to see the snake. It's allowed to hang the snake on your neck and take pictures with it because the snake doesn't have venom. But I have a strong phobia. My number one phobia is snakes, so there was no way I was going to do that. I just looked at it for like 5 seconds and then I was out of there because I was already scared. So yeah, we finally come to the end of this vlog. And yeah, one last thing. This place is inhabited by a lot of baboons. On your way in, on your way out, there are so many baboons everywhere. I also saw an antelope, but it was so swift, so I couldn't take a picture of it. Thanks for coming with me on this trip. Please like, share, subscribe, and let me know what you enjoyed the most. See you on the next vlog.